in my house, in my presence. Who is Emeka? So this is what you have been doing, eh? This is what you have been doing behind my back. Okay, because I am at home today and I've caught you red-handed. Okay, this is what you do. Every day you make call with your stupid boyfriends. And they'll tell you where to meet them. So when I come home, you pretend. So this is how you've been cheating on me. Come on, shut up there. I'm talking, you're talking. Are you mad? Ashawo, harlot. I never know I married a harlot and keep in my house. So this is what you do. You come and pretend. Emeka, Iguana Atoge. You're answering Emeka's phone in my presence, in my house. Are you mad? Are you mad, you idiot, harlot? Thunder Bobu Kwagide or sis, idiot. Ashawo. Ashawo. I will send you back to your father's house. I will disgrace you outside and send you back. This is what you do with men, right? If you come on to go and buy something, you will dress and go and be seducing men because you're inviting them to come and sleep with you. If you go out, you greet Emeka, greet Obinna, greet Uchenna. Oga. What is it now? Calm down. Give her a break. So because she married you, she will not talk with her opposite sex again? Do you know that before you met her, she's in good terms with Emeka, Mohammed, Ayo, Dele, Obinna, Uchenna, Lawrence, John and Peter? They were all in good terms. She sees them, she greets them. She gists with men freely without having anything, any fear of anybody. Now because you have married her, you want to cage her. You don't want her to speak with Emeka. If she speaks with Uchenna, he has become her boyfriend. Please give that woman a break. Ask her who Uchenna is at least now. You married the woman, you don't trust her. So anybody you see her with, any call you see that has a male's name, it's become her boyfriend. Repent, oh. Fear God. You want to go? Fear God. Alright, stay tuned to my video. I'm bringing to you habit number 3 of a successful marriage and relationship. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Habits number 3 of every successful marriage and relationship is avoid assumptions and ask questions. Avoid assumptions and ask questions. Do you know that couples who are good at initiating good conversations that will lead them to asking and discussing are more successful in their marriage? They ask questions when they find themselves in a situation that they need more clarification on. When they discover something that they need clarification from their partner, they don't just assume. No, they ask questions. Sometimes it may not be direct. Sometimes it may be through conversation, normal interaction between couple. And from there, they ask questions. They throw such questions that will lead them to the responsible discussions, encouraging discussions, strong discussions, sensitive discussions that will lead them to asking questions, clarifying their misunderstandings, clarifying their doubts, clarifying their assumptions. Rather than keeping that assumptions, making conclusion based on the assumptions, and reacting on the assumptions. Couple who are good at initiating beautiful conversations. Excuse me, give me a minute. Couples who are good at initiating those courageous conversations that will lead them to asking and discussing and clarifying their misunderstanding. We have, or oftentimes have, more successful marriage and relationship than those who just assume without asking accuse based on assumptions, act on assumptions, and gossip. Yes. Dwelling on assumptions is one of the major problems most couples face in their marriage. Men and women are full of assumptions. And these assumptions oftentimes lead to mistrust. That is why you see a man insulting his wife consistently without pausing to ask, who is this person? Who is this person to you? How are you related with this person? You just make a conclusion based on your assumption. Men are filled with assumptions, though. Just like we women sometimes we just go straight and accuse. Men, their own accusations start from assumptions. You see a lot of assumptions going through their head. Okay, who is she speaking with? Why is she behaving this way? Why is she acting like this? She's cheating on me. She's cheating on me, right? They'll keep assuming it in their mind that their partner is cheating on them. Before you know it, it will start coming out and it will explode. Pause and ask questions. Try to initiate courageous conversations with your partner, with your wife. Then we women also, in fact, I will tell you, 95% of women act on gossip, also assumptions and accusations. Let me give you an instance. With this is just in my imagination, but I know it must have happened to somebody because I think I've heard a lot about similar incidents like that. Okay, let us assume that one day you went to the market and you kept calling your husband. You call him and call him. He couldn't pick your call. So when you got home, just accidentally, you went through his phone and you saw different numbers, missed calls that called him, that he missed on that particular day. And you saw a particular number saved with my honey. Okay, my heart, my honey pots. Immediately you saw it. Oh my God. Everything about you changed. And you begin to assume, okay, so this is what this man has been doing behind my back. My heart, my honey pots. Who is my honey pots? So the love I'm giving you is not enough. You start, all this will be going through your mind, the drama. You start reacting to the drama that you do before you display when that stupid man eventually come in. That stupid man, that cheater. And when he comes, you say, you devil, cheater. Okay, so this is what you do. After all the love I give you, what am I not doing for you? Am I not satisfying you enough? Who is my honey pot? You even have the gun to save another woman's number with my honey pot, my honey. Now you start reading abuse. You are a cheater, idiot. God will punish you. God will punish you, cheater. After everything I am doing, after all my sacrifice, after all my faithfulness, this is how you are going to cheat on me. You have the mind. You devil, to save another woman's name with my honey pots. And your husband will begin to beg you, honey, calm down. Calm down. Why are you speaking like this? You know I can never cheat on you. You are a liar. You are a cheater, devil, because I've caught you today. Okay, who is honey pots? This is what you do. You cheat on me every day, this and that. Oh my God, calm down. And when you have finished your drama and your husband now asks you, please honey, can you dial your number for me? I can't dial. I don't know what is wrong with my phone. Just dial your number. Let me see if it will ring out. And alas, you dialed the number and you saw your phone number saved as Honeypots. Oh, how will you feel? It's just an instance. How will you feel, my dear? Do you know that men have different funny ways of saving their wife's number? You have to be very careful. Don't always assume things. Ask questions. Even if it is indirectly, ask questions. That is the habit of every successful marriage. They always ask questions. You don't see something and just start throwing the question at your spouse. No. You can initiate conversations. Okay, let's take this as an illustration. For example, you heard about a man that did something that was unfaithful to his wife. And during your happy time, maybe your leisure moments with your spouse, you just, when people are discussing on controversial topics, different topics, you can just, chip in something that has been bothering you. There's one particular issue that has been bothering you, and you've been suspecting. You don't know if your spouse is capable of doing such thing or not. Because we always need assurance. We need assurance. We need that guarantee. We need our spouse, whether you are a man or woman. You always need your spouse to assure you that you are the only one. You are the only sugar in his tea. You are the only butter on his bread. So because of that, you always need those words, encouraging words that will make you feel, yes, I am the queen of his heart. I am the king of our hearts. So we all need that all the time. Be it a man, be it a woman, we all need that all the time. So in order to do this, to avoid conflicts, to avoid mistrust, to avoid disrespect in your marriage, you have to learn the habits of asking questions, asking for clarification, initiate conversations that will help you discover something new, something you want to know about your spouse. You initiate conversation that will help you clarify your doubts, that will help you solve that curiosity of wanting to know if really he is cheating with this person or not. By this, I'm not saying that men don't cheat though. I'm not saying that women don't cheat. In fact, there are spouses that it will only take the grace of God for them to repent from cheating. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't give yourself heartache by assuming all the time. Whenever you see your husband with Chinelo or Grace or Tina, you just assume that he's cheating on you with Tina. Or whenever you see, depends. Sometimes there are men that their work demand that they speak with more with ladies. There are some women that their work demand that they speak with both ladies and both male and female. Now, there are all these things that you need to understand before you start laying that accusing finger, pointing that accusing finger on your partner. You have to always relent, think, initiate conversations, chip in your doubts, get clarification from your spouse. Don't constantly accuse him of sleeping around, because it is very, 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 very unfortunate that sometimes, most of the time, people that we suspect our spouse to be cheating on with are not even the ones they are really stepping out with. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are those people that we do suspect. Maybe you always suspect your husband to be sleeping with Nkechi. Nkechi may not even be your husband's associates. Infidelity associates. It might be Tina. And you're busy suspecting Nkechi. So you don't always assume. That is one of the habits. Number 3 habits of every successful marriage. Don't assume. Now I'm talking about infidelity. That is aside. What about other things? Maybe there are things, certain actions that you see your husband take. Don't just jump into conclusion. Always ask him for clarification. Ask him, initiate conversation that will make him clarify you. It can be on other things. Apart from, getting assurance of your spouse faithfulness. It can be other things that are related to business, that are related to family issues like land, property. Don't just assume. Don't assume. Always ask questions that will lead to will lead you to the answers that you seek from your partner. Don't assume. Too many assumptions and acting on it will do you no good rather than destroying your home. So don't always assume. Ask questions. If you want to maintain a successful marriage and relationship, always ask. Don't assume. Ask questions. Do not assume. Do not act on your assumptions. Do not act on people's speculations, because speculation also aids us in assuming. Because there's a particular speculations going out there about your spouse, then whenever he does anything, you just assume that, okay, based on what people are saying, it is possible that he must have done, or he will be doing things like that. Please do not give devil the opportunity to take over your home. God has given everyone wisdom. Learn to apply that wisdom. Do not just jump into conclusion and anything at all that comes through your mind. Always pause and get clarification. Pause, ask questions to get clarification. You can see that all these habits are interrelated. You have to master them. Anyone you master will help you in the other one. Remember, in the first instance, the first habits we talk about appreciating rather than judging. Ask questions. Try to ask questions. Try to know. Be curious to know why your spouse has to do things in this particular way. Why they have to behave. Why does he always speak with Tina? Try to know why he speaks frequently with Tina. Maybe he has something, a business deal with Tina. Maybe he has something he has to settle with Tina apart from a relationship. Tina's maybe a married woman who does not even have time in cheating with another person's husband, and you assume, and before you know it, you start disgracing yourself here and there because of common assumptions that you'd have clarified by asking your partner questions. So please ask questions. Do not assume. And whatever you're doing, always have it in your mind that your spouse loves you. Except your marriage did not start on the basis of love. That is when you can start having all sort of doubts and all that and assumptions. But once you started your relationship on the basis of love, love is the number one thing. Number one thing that triggered your relationship and also got both of you in this present position of being a husband and wife. You have to think. Try to know what your spouse is capable of doing. Even though you feel you know what he's capable of doing, always ask questions. Because there's something I believe that is permanent in this life. That is change. Your spouse can be a cheater, as you so call him. But there's possibility that he can change today. And his change depends on your attitudes, the way you react, the way you take him, the way you talk with him, the way you respect him. It can move him to change. So please, always pause, reflect, ask questions before acting. In anything you're doing in marriage, there must be disrespect. Respect is very important. Respect is important for everybody. My people will say, how do they say it? Respect is reciprocal. Ugu nkwanyeru nkwanyeru. That is how they say it in my dialect. Respect is reciprocal. Everybody deserves to be respected. So in whatever you're doing, add respect to it, and you will come up with better results that you need. So if you are a man, please stop accusing your wife constantly. Give her that freedom to speak with whoever she wants to speak. When she's having, how can you accuse your wife when she's having a harmless conversation with male outside? Marrying her does not mean that she should stop talking with her opposite folks. That is very wrong. Don't cage her. What kind of human being will be talking to just only females without interacting with male? It is very wrong. Allow your partner to be free to speak with whoever she wants to speak with, as long as it's not something that is illicit. And if you further suspect that your husband or wife is having an illicit affair, you have to dig deep, because at the end you might be wrong. So you have to dig deep, understand, give your partner the benefit of doubt before you make your conclusion and destroy your marriage by yourself. Thank you for watching till this moment. I hope you grab something from this habit 3, and I urge you to also reflect on what you have been doing wrongly and start positioning your marriage, positioning your life in a way that will help bring about positive change that you need in your marriage. Always try to ask questions, whether directly or indirectly, but when you're doing it, do it respectfully. Initiate conversations. Apply wisdom when you're doing it. Do it in such a way that you even chip in those area of doubts in your conversation, and your husband or your partner will subconsciously discuss it, lay down his heart, his intentions, without even knowing that this is what you're seeking from him. You see him explaining freely, telling you freely, giving you assurance freely, without you even without him suspecting that that is what you want him to do. My slogan is, marriage is very sweet. As long as you have made up your mind to marry that man, marry that woman, just have it in your mind that it's very sweet. Despite that it is sweet, it doesn't change the fact that hurdles, difficulties, disagreements, arguments may come here and there sometimes, But the most important thing is that you should argue and settle freely. Disagree and agree freely. I hope I'm making a point here. I don't know what you may be going through at this moment. I don't know the kind of depression you are in because you have been assuming that your partner has been stepping out on you, or he's doing something behind your back that he doesn't want you to know, something that you think is detrimental to your life and marriage. Please ask questions before it's too late. Ask questions and avoid confrontation in marriage. Avoid confrontation. Approach rather than confrontations. Avoid confrontations and approach. Do you know why I say avoid confrontation? Because confrontations has to do with violence. When you are confronting somebody, you are confronting the person with anger, with iwobi. But approach, you calmly ask questions. All right? Thank you for watching once again. If you have not subscribed to my channel at this point, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so that whenever I make any new post, you will get it. All right? Don't forget to comment. Comment on this. Comment on this. Send your comments. If there's anything I've said you feel that is inappropriate, please bring it to my knowledge. All right? We'll clarify it in our next video. And if there's anything else, anything regarding marriage that you want us to discuss here, just bring it to my knowledge. I will do research and I'll come back to you. Thank you so much. Remain blessed and have a peaceful and a happy marriage life in relationship. Thank you.